Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is PugCrossaint and today we will be discussing why I personally think the holiday and winter update from Wild Horse Islands this year were not good updates at all. Now, above all reasons, the number one reason I think this update is lacking is the horses from this year. The horses from this year, unlike this adorable little fawn Appaloosa, were just not that cute and they weren't that pretty in my opinion. They all looked like they were drawn by not a very good artist, just to say the least, in my opinion, and I just don't like them. They all look like they were super duper pixely this year. You could just really tell that they didn't have this nice blending like this fawn has. You can see that it has the nice blending with its spots. It still looks very fantasy and holiday-ish, but it's definitely not as bad as, say, the elf Frisian, which I have seen people riding around on. Honestly, I think a lot of people will agree with me on the fact that none of us really loved the horses from this year compared to, say, last year or the other events just in general. They just didn't look that great. I think people were super duper happy about the fawns coming back and the reindeers. Well, you know, pretty happy about the reindeers, but the horses that we got for the event this year, just they weren't that great. I'm gonna run over to the stables just to show you guys what I was talking about. Alright, here we are, and these two are the prime examples about what I was saying, how they look drawn on. This kinda doesn't look necessarily drawn on, but it kinda looks like they just grabbed a picture of an elf suit and just pasted it on. It looks like there's like no blending to it. There is a bit of pixels, and just for me personally, it doesn't look very good. I would never ride around in this horse, especially with the weird neckline. No, it's just not for me. This one, on the other hand, is a little bit better. There is a lot of blending, which I do like, but the the stripes that they have here, or I don't know quite what they're supposed to be. Wind, maybe? I don't know. But you can definitely see the pixels on there. They look drawn on, like they just put a pixel brush. Again, this one's a lot better than the elf in my opinion. It does have that little bit of shading, just makes it go a long way. Same goes for the Akaltiki. You guys already know that the Akaltikis are not my favorite in general, but this weird drawn on portrait does not help their case at all. The next reason I dislike these updates is because a lot of the assets and activities that they used from this year are exactly the same as last year, or they were straight up taken from last year. So we have the hockey again, we have ice fishing, we have the snowplow. It's just all the same stuff. I think I can agree with a lot of people, if not everyone, that we would have liked to see at least a few new things come this year, whether it have just been a few different activities or a new way to make golden snowflakes, because as of right now it is the exact same as last year, and I found myself getting burned out very easily because I just got bored. It was nothing new, and I think they might have tried to fight that by just adding the fawns back, but it really doesn't make a whole ton of sense when you think about it, because the fawns were cute and all, but it doesn't have to do with making the actual currency for the update. I did also want to point out that the event shop is pretty close to last year. It's not the exact same, so I'm not going to try and say it's the same, but we do have some of the same items. The shop, though, I am not mad at. I think most of the stuff in the shop is pretty cute, and it's not all the same of last year, so I don't really have an issue with these. I don't have the issue with the hair dyes coming back, obviously. It's just mainly the activities and the ways to get the currency for this update that I really didn't like. Going into the holiday event, this event really didn't bother me pretty much at all, mainly because I didn't play much of it. I did a massive break of just not playing Wild Horse Islands over the holidays, and I don't really plan to play this update a whole ton more, mainly because I don't love the aspects of it, just because I got bored really easy. And this update, though, this part of the update I just didn't mind. And I don't have much to say about the actual holiday update. I know a lot of it, again, was from last year. The gifts that you get from the present machine is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with those. I think some of them are new, which I do like. And yeah, there's still the reindeer, so nothing wrong with this one, obviously. There's nothing like I can really complain about because the holiday update was like very tiny this year. It's mainly just the winter update I had nitpicks with. Now, I did want to talk a little bit about the things that I think this update did really well this year, because I didn't want this video to be all negative, and I am certainly like not hating on the game. I love Wild Horse Islands and I love playing the game. I don't want to come off as ungrateful that the developer made the update or anything like that. I did enjoy some parts of the update, I just didn't enjoy most parts. But on that note, let's go ahead and talk about the things I did like. One of the things I really did love is that due to the new island decorating update, they added a ton of Christmas decorations for your island that you could set up. I saw there was a snowman in the shop, there was a like deer setup wood thing. It was cool, and I really like that they did that, even though I didn't use much of any of them. I did like it. Another thing I think they did really well was the sleighs. I don't know if they were different this year, but I just for some reason really like them this year. I think they are a little bit sleeker than the ones we had last year. Maybe not, I could just be not remembering correctly, but I did really like these this year, and I definitely like the design of them. Another thing I really did like in this update is the igloo building. I thought that was really fun and a good way that they did to change up making the golden snowflakes. All I wish is that either it didn't take quite as long to get over there with the ice blocks, or that it gave us slightly more golden snowflakes, but that's my only nitpick about that one. Alrighty everybody, that is all for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and remember that this video is all in my personal opinion. You guys do not have to agree with me, and please do not leave any bad messages in the comments, because it is all in mine and others' opinions. And if you really love this update, I think that's fantastic. You clearly don't get as bored as I do, and clearly don't get as bored as easily. And with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a happy new year. Goodbye!